Sis boom ba.
Sis boom ba.
Describe the sound made when a sheep explodes.
I didn't even know you were Jewish.
No, I didn't. Excuse me. God. Poor Myrtle thought I was eating her collection.
For 30 years, Johnny Carson sat behind the same desk and almost never lost his composure on live television. Until the day he finally did. These are the moments when Johnny Carson lost his trademark composure right on live television. Starting with the joke he later called his second favorite moment in his entire 30-year career as host. On August 5, 1981, Johnny Carson walked onto the stage in his signature Karnak the Magnificent costume. After nearly 20 years, the character had become one of the most recognizable and beloved.
As promised, here's that famous visitor from the East, the all-seeing, all-knowing, all-telling, all-omniscient, famous seer, sage, soothsayer.
He began with his signature envelope routine. The envelopes had been hermetically sealed in a jar of mayonnaise and kept on the front porch of Funk and Wagnalls. The bit quickly had the audience laughing, and by the time he got through the first 6 envelopes, every joke had landed perfectly.
But you.
Can we get on with this? Karnak a chance. A condor, a bald eagle, and a snail darter. Name 3 things less endangered than Tip O'Neill.
Envelope number 2.
He went on to take jabs at Tip O'Neill, the air traffic controllers, the Cannonball Run, and then Barbara Walters. Every joke hit its mark. The audience was completely in step with the routine, and Carson still had everything under complete control.
Cannonball Run.
Cannonball Run.
What do you call a drink made with gunpowder and tequila?
Then he picked up the 7th envelope. He revealed the answer and said, "Sis boom ba." McMahon repeated it. Carson opened the envelope and read the question that would trigger the longest sustained laugh ever recorded on the show, according to Wikipedia.
Having trouble divining this one?
Yeah. Sis boom ba.
Sis boom ba.
Describe the sound made when a sheep explodes.
The entire studio erupted. McMahon collapsed with laughter. Carson did too. The laughter went on for a full 53 seconds. Carson couldn't even continue reading the question. Still dressed as Karnak, still the host of the show, he was laughing so hard that the entire program had to come to a halt. When he finally regained his composure about 20 seconds later than usual, Carson tried to continue the routine. He went on with the remaining jokes, but the entire performance was still overshadowed by the lingering effect of that 7th envelope.
What kind of social disease can you get from an octopus? Sneezy, happy, dark, grumpy, bashful,
Dopey.
dopey, and sleepy.
In 1969, Bob Hope, Dean Martin, Buddy Rich, and Carol Wayne were all on stage together. They traded jokes nonstop about Jack Benny, Las Vegas, and Phil Harris. Carson then decided to bring out one more guest, George Gobel, the television star who had risen to fame in the 1950s but whose career had declined by the late 1960s.
We've got this delightful guy. I think he's one of the funny men in our business. Who? George Gobel. George Gobel? George Gobel. I dig that. Oh, this is beautiful. It is good to see you. I thought you were...
What did you call me? Lonesome what?
No, I'm talking about George Gobel.
Carson could sense the atmosphere in the room beginning to change. Gobel was being mocked by his own colleagues right in front of everyone. So Carson did the only thing he could. He gave the floor to Gobel and asked him a very simple question. What Goebel said next went on to become one of the most frequently quoted lines in the entire archive of The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson.
Pretty fast league.
Oh, this is the 8 troops are out here
And
tonight.
I'm glad you saved me. Now, did you ever get the feeling... Did you ever get the feeling that the world was a tuxedo and you were a pair of brown shoes?
Exactly what time did I lose control of the show? You make a note of it?
On April 29th, 1965, Ed Ames was at the height of his fame for playing Mingo on Daniel Boone. He walked onto Carson's stage to demonstrate the tomahawk throwing technique he had learned for the series. A wooden cowboy target had already been set up, and Ames began showing Carson how to do it.
What is the trick on it? You throw underhanded?
No.
Overhanded
It's
then.
an overhand throw. The trick is to keep your arm extended, and that way you break the microphone. You keep your arm extended and put only one revolution on the... once around on the way. But that's indefinite.
He wound up and threw. The tomahawk flew across the stage. The handle lodged directly between the legs of the wooden cowboy target, standing upright at a perfect right angle. The entire studio immediately erupted with laughter. Carson was clearly trying to keep his composure. He held up his hand to stop Ed Ames from retrieving the tomahawk, then simply let the audience laugh. He waited through the longest pause of his career before delivering an ad-libbed line that would go on to become the most famous joke in the history of late-night television.
I didn't even know you were Jewish.
On September 13, 1974, Joan Embry, the Goodwill ambassador for the San Diego Zoo, returned to Carson's show. She had previously brought birds, snakes, reptiles, and small monkeys onto the set many times before. But this time, she brought a cheetah. Carson sat behind his desk, only about 5 feet away from the animal, and began reassuring the audience.
Just relax.
They purr. and
Relax. They
have-
say if you look an animal right in the face and talk to them, you say they know you're not scared.
On September 26, 1974, comedian Don DeLucy appeared on Carson's show to perform a kitchen magic trick he had learned from Roy Clark. In front of him were 5 glasses of water, a tray, a matchbox, and 5 raw eggs. The trick was simple. With one strike to the tray, all 5 eggs were supposed to drop neatly into the glasses below.
Okay.
Well, here we are at the trick.
Okay, here we are at the trick. Now let me just tell you that I have 5 glasses of water. I don't like this very much.
What are you scared
What
of?
I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the tray, and all the eggs that I put up here are going to fall in the glass. Oh, it's really nice, John. You're going to love it.
What is my role in it?
Your role is to sit there and trust me. And no, you
Just in case it doesn't work.
wait, just let me prove to you that the eggs
Oh,
are
yeah,
raw.
there, I
They're all okay. The eggs are all raw.
Just
okay?
in case this doesn't work.
Eggs went flying everywhere. Carson was covered in raw egg. His suit was completely ruined. He smashed an egg into DeLucy's jacket pocket, and DeLucy immediately returned the favor by cracking one into Carson's pocket. The most impeccably polished host on American television was now smearing raw egg yolk all over his own desk in front of millions of viewers.
You're totally insane.
Hey, Johnny, no more guests.
What? Oh, good heavens.
You guys are bananas.
Wait, let me get Burt Reynolds out quick. Over there.
I did a quality sketch. I mean,
Yeah.
did you see my eggs went right in?
They did? I just looked at myself. That's the worst skin condition I've ever seen in my life. See, once you start squeezing them, this is what... Sorry, but didn't know what you were gonna do when you walked out. I didn't know it was gonna be that.
Excuse me.
That's nothing new, is it? No. Just freshen up there a little bit.
Like
and-
high school.
Isn't this ridiculous?
On December 14th, 1976, Carson returned from vacation. Bob Newhart had guest hosted the show the night before. The moment Carson sat down at his desk, he immediately realized something was wrong with the wooden cigarette box that had been sitting there since 1962. The previous night, Don Rickles had used it like a rubber stamp during a comedy bit and snapped the lid off.
What the hell happened to this? You know how long I've had this cigarette box on this desk?
You brought that out from New York City?
I brought this from New York. What on earth?
Did it last night. He's taping across the hall. CPO Shark.
Can I get over there? Can I get over there?
Carson was told that Rickles was filming the sitcom CPO Sharky on the NBC soundstage next door. With The Tonight Show still on the air and millions of viewers watching, Carson did something he had never done once in his 14 years as host of The Tonight Show.
I don't give a damn if they're on the air. Rickles! Rickles, hold! Stop the taping. Stop the taping. Somebody broke my cigarette box. We're taping. I just started the show. I picked my box up off my desk that I've had for 9 years. My box is broken. Night.
Well, I really...
You big dummy!
No, but I'm sorry about the box.
Well, so am I.
I will come up with something.
Well, I hope...
Johnny Carson!
They know who I am. Okay, now wait a minute. Why do you always do that? Johnny Carson, they know who I am. Don Rickles. What is that? Do your show.
On October 16th, 1987, Myrtle Young, a 64-year-old potato chip inspector from Fort Wayne, Indiana, appeared on Carson's show. She had spent 25 years sorting potato chips at a Safeway plant. Her hobby was collecting potato chips that resembled famous people, and that day she brought her entire collection to the studio in a small box.
Well, we have a little more time left here. Now, what are some of your prize ones on this?
Well, I have a pair of dirty sweat socks that
But that does look like the
the
head of a cat.
shape of a cow or a calf.
Right. Okay. And this is
That's an 8.
that's an 8. No, I didn't. Excuse me. God. Poor Myrtle thought I was eating her collection. No, they had a bowl back here of just regular chips. Start there, didn't you?
I heard that.
You heard that crunch and you thought I was it was eating her act. Okay.
On October 25th, 1985, Diane Cannon appeared on Carson's show. She talked about meeting her current husband for the first time and revealed that after only their second date, she had called her parents to tell them she was going to spend the rest of her life with him. Carson immediately picked up on it. Then, in front of millions of viewers, he unexpectedly brought up the time the two of them had once dated.
After the second time I was with him, I called my mom and dad and said, "This is it. I'm going to be with this man for as long as I live."
Now, can I ask you something without getting too intimate? How do you know after
Why is she
Wait a
laughing?
minute.
Why is she laughing?
See, there's the difference right there. And I didn't see you running to the phone to call Mom and Dad after we went out a couple times. Yeah.
For 30 years, Johnny Carson was known as the host who could stay calm and in control no matter what happened. But all it took was one joke, one unexpected mishap, or one unpredictable guest for that composure to disappear. And perhaps it was those genuine, unscripted moments that truly made Johnny Carson a legend of American television. Which moment made you laugh the hardest? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss more classic moments from Hollywood's greatest legends in our upcoming videos.